Welcome back to the Real AFTV podcast show about fishing random takes from the land 10,000 lakes. If you're getting this on a Friday, you're not coming back. You're probably just clicking on this, and we're going to get to the bottom of something. We have been friends for a long time, and we're not even friends because we're talking about Nintendo Online. We're going to jump into it because you have it finally, and we talked about Nintendo Online before you had it. And then I was like, yeah, we're totally going to talk about it. And then I'm going to ask Tim, what the hell? We've never exchanged friend codes before.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
look,
yeah.
I mean, I guess a big reason for that is I didn't know it was a thing. You could, what? I can like add you as a friend. What? I suppose it makes sense. I can add you as a friend on the Switch, on Nintendo.
Right. Yeah. Because you have Nintendo Online now, so you can add
that.
I mean, you could before
totally
that, but anyways.
Makes sense, and I never thought about it. And I don't know why. I don't know if I thought it was like, here's like a kid-friendly system, and they don't want you conversing or whatever. Because I've had friends on like the PlayStation and stuff. Obviously, we're friends on PlayStation. I have other friends on the PlayStation. I've never even thought of trying to add anybody as a friend on the Switch. So,
right.
I don't know what the French toast that's all about. Weird. That's weird.
Weird. Why are you saying it like
that? Why am I saying what weird? I was up at the cabin this last week, and I forgot the Switch there, and this week has sucked shit. every I'm like cooking supper, and every time I'm sitting around doing nothing, I just be like, well, so let's check out what's going on with Zelda. Oh, that's right. I guess I look at my phone exclusively today. I don't know what else to do. I'm just like trying to think of other things to go. Just trying to think of like things to Pinterest and stuff. Well, I guess let's see what's going on with the new recipes for pickling beets or something, you know.
Dude, I just got beets at the farmer's market to make pickled beets. I fucking love pickled beets.
Bro, pickled beets are the shit. I love pickled beets. Yeah, I've heard that's one of those that's like a controversial topic of people like Tom Brady being like, I don't eat any nightshade vegetables because of inflammation or some shit. And then you have other people being like, I eat tons of beets because it saves me from dying of a heart attack or some shit. I don't know. So some people are like, eat a lot of beets. And then other people are like, don't eat beets. And then you're like,
really?
I guess maybe I just have to choose what I want. Like if nightshade vegetables like beets and eggplant can like cause inflammation, so I hurt, but then it can like help my heart health so I don't die. Is there a way to
I never heard of this?
Yeah, so I just hear things, and then I try to look up stuff every once in a while, and you just hear like contradicting deals, points of view out there. And then I also know that I look at recipes all the time for food, and those recipes are almost always like, oh, if you're cooking on the Instant Pot, use 2 cups of water with this much stuff, and you do the instructions to a T. It gets done, and it's dry as shit. You're like, I needed at least another cup of water. And then you're like, did you even try any of this? And then you start thinking about the beets, and you're like, are you just regurgitating some bullshit you saw somewhere out there? Are you the guy that's telling me that I need to put 2 cups of water when I clearly need more? It's like, so then you just start like, how do I trust anything? because all of the recipes seem to be some regurgitated bullshit, because there's almost always something wrong with it where it doesn't work out like it's supposed to, and it's like, you've clearly never made this dish. You're just
Right.
regurgitating what somebody else said, and then you change it a little bit, like, oh, I know it's a lot like theirs, but I put a pinch of oregano in there, and it's not the same.
Yep.
So
Right.
I'm going to call it my own dish, and I'm going to put it on my blog, and I'm going to have all my different links to all the different places you can go to make me money when I'm just out here falsifying information, acting
Ripping
like
other
I'm a
right.
chef, where I'm just ripping other people's shit off. But I got a nice template on my website, so I look like a friendly lady, but I've never made any of this shit. Oh, jeepers. Sorry I had to go off on a rant there. But yeah, I guess nightshade vegetables are great for you or they're bad for you. That's the moral of the story, is the internet's a
That's
shit
the
place
topic
if
that
you
we're
want
talking about. No, I'm kidding.
legitimate. Yeah, if you want legitimate information, it's hard to know what you're getting.
That's actually why I
This might be my
try
third energy
on the
drink of the day,
podcast.
so I'm
That's
sorry
why I
if I'm
try
a
to
little bit
tell.
too much.
Well, that's actually why on like the Real AFTV podcast in general, I try to like cite my sources or give sources and say like, oh no, I looked, I
Yeah,
looked in multiple places and verified this from different sources and stuff like that. Because
true.
there, and this ties back to the Nintendo thing. Is I'm not going to get into the rumor shit with Nintendo Online at all, because there are
Okay.
people out there that do that. They just straight up lie and say Nintendo is developing games for 2025. They're converting games, and here's where they are. No, Nintendo has confirmed,
Oh,
through 2024, and here's what
right.
those games are. You're totally making shit up. One thing where so there was about to go back to the turtles from what we were just talking when we were talking about the turtles.
Yeah.
So the Last Ronin is is a Ninja Turtle
Ooh.
graphic novel. I bought it.
Yes.
We talked about it a little bit. Somebody was like, "Dude, they're working on the Last Ronin, and it's going to be like God of War style." No, there's a game just
Ooh.
called Ronin, and I
Yeah.
guarantee that's where the rumor mill
Right.
started. Is there was a legitimate
Yeah.
leak. Someone said they were working on a Ronin game, and someone nerdified it, and now here we are. Everybody wants a fucking a dark Ninja Turtle game on like the level of God of War, and we got
Yeah.
ourselves a decent ninja game coming sometime, which will probably be a decent
So
ninja game. But
so you're saying that the rumor mills made that so, and you don't think that that Ninja Turtle game is actually going to exist?
correct.
That
That's what I think.
sucks shit. Because I heard of that and I thought it was a real thing. It doesn't
I
need to be
know.
God of War. I was thinking of it being like a more of a, in my mind, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'm a Ninja Turtle and I have all the different weapons, or maybe in the game, I have to go through and find all the different weapons of
And
my
unlock
fallen
them.
brothers. And then
Right.
I have all these different weapons at my arsenal,
Whoa,
and it's like a
spoilers for the.
sneaking mission.
Just thinking of that
And it's like a
now.
sneaking, if it's like a sneaking mission style
Yeah.
open world like Metal Gear was, except for your
Right.
Ninja Turtle.
But you're a turtle. Yeah. And
That's
you're
what,
built.
as soon
Yeah.
as I
I mean,
saw it,
that
I'm
game
like, oh,
so good. But
it's a
I
sneaking
think this
open
is a mix
world,
up, and
but
this
you're
is total.
in.
I think this is a
Sorry.
regurgitation situation where there's one person who had a great idea, put out a rumor, and then it got regurgitated across the internet. So I don't think it's happening. And that
Well,
the Nintendo Online thing is like people want these games so bad that they'll make it up, or they'll catch wind that it's being worked on, And the truth behind it is there's a remake being made, or there is a clone that somebody's working on. And so like some backdoor crawler found Mario Paint and spit it out, and they took it as fact when really it's just a Mario Paint like game, and it's coming out on Steam, and you're like, well, fucker.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's like
I
that's the
think
kind of regurgitation.
that, I hope that works, honestly, though. If they're just like, oh, that Ninja Turtles game is coming out, and then everybody gets hyped on it. So
Right.
then the developers just go, you
Some
know what? Look at how many people are into this.
right.
Even if the game flops, we have 1 million copies sold before we ever make it.
Right.
Look at the hype that this has. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
hopefully
hopefully that
it becomes a
happens. I
thing.
know. I agree.
Because that's what it sounds like. The Spider-Man game is almost like, huh? But that one is like kind of, jumping around and you got webs, but that's kind of like a
Yeah.
sneaking
Yeah.
game.
Sort of.
So
Yeah, that's an open
then
world,
it's,
like, cuz they have one out already, and then the second one
yeah,
comes out real soon.
so you have, he's running around in like a legitimate city, but now I picture like the setting of this the
Turtle game.
Ronin turtle game would be like a Last of Us. Like it's the city, but everything's in shambles because
Mhm.
there's an entity, whatever it happens to be,
Yep.
Shredder. Somehow it's Shredder, and he got like super powerful and some
Yeah.
shit. I don't know, super duper Shredder. And then,
Yeah, that's a thing.
yeah, and then he was able to take out all the turtles except for one, and the rest of the world. So I
Oh,
don't, I don't know.
the last person, the last mutant, even, not even the last Ronin only.
Right. Yeah. The only reason he's still alive is because he got zapped by the baby maker. This is the machine that they call it. He turned into a turtle,
That's what they called
and
it.
when he got hit by it, somehow fell down into the ooze again. Everybody else perished, but he landed in the ooze and had the whole retransformation, came back, and I don't know.
They're just making it up. I think this half of this topic I'm gonna have to put down is just like we make up the last Ronin game.
We write the Last Ronin, but it's like a weird
Yeah.
alternate funny version where they're just saying like inappropriate odd stuff, where like super duper Shredder has that machine and it's just he's yelling stuff as he's firing it, like, taste my baby maker. It's like just a big old, like, it's like a plasma gun. So it's not just like a light ray, it's like there's like some uh viscosity to it. And
Right.
it's
Yeah.
just like
So when it hits, it splatters and it has
yeah,
some stick to
and
it.
it
Yeah.
gets, it's like the ooze, but it's like an anti-ooze, and it's like making everybody go little, and everybody perishes because they get too little. But
They
the
get so
one
small
turtle,
they
which we
disappear.
don't know, he falls down and hits the old school ooze, and then gets like brought back to regular size. And I don't know.
Boom. You got yourself a game right there. Somebody make it.
Boom. Yeah.
uh
Yeah. You call it
oh,
some. That's a different game altogether, I think. Have it be a little bit more childish, a little bit more immature,
yeah.
where it's like uh mystery turtle. Man, what would you call him? I don't know.
Yeah.
One
Mystery
of the
Ninja Turtle.
turtles
Mystery
versus super
Turtle
duper
Ninjas. That's
right.
what you have to call it. It's like the Foggate. It's the Foggate. I'm not calling it. No,
Right.
it's not that. I'm not getting sued. I
It's
don't
the
have a good.
Foggate. It's not yeah,
I don't have a
right.
good accent.
No, it's the Foggate. It's not that thing of the other movie. not getting sued. It's not.
There we go. Yes.
I
That was a much better
yeah.
Moonanite. I couldn't bring it up off the top of my head, but I knew the joke.
It's not even a Moonanite, is it? It's that like weird guy in the wheelchair. He's like that weird spiky thing in the wheelchair.
Oh, is that what it was?
I think so. He's
Oh.
just no, it's a completely different thing. It's not. But yeah,
so
it's
good.
I was just thinking like Shredder's Revenge is the actual name of the Turtles game that's,
Right.
out now.
Right.
So it'd be like Super Duper Shredder Revenge, and then like underneath it, it's just like you maybe just like put a sticker on it that's like a when you get now with karate action or whatever, it's just like
Yep.
says with the super baby maker, whatever the fuck I call it.
With the Super Duper Baby Maker.
With the super duper Shredder's Revenge with the baby maker of ooze. I don't know.
Ooze.
now
But
now with new fresh baby maker taste. What?
there you go. But to go back to the Nintendo thing and why we like, obviously we can't even do it because you don't have your Switch. We can't exchange friend codes after. But Shredder's Revenge is actually one of the reasons why I was like, fuck, why haven't we exchanged codes? Because I'm to the point in Shredder's Revenge now where I am having trouble doing it solo. And that game's online.
Nice, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we should definitely do that because my son wants to play it all the time. He just asked me this week. He's just like, can we play Turtles, buddy? And I'm like, no, dude, sorry. And he's like, why? And I'm like, I forgot the Switch. I can't play it if we wanted to. I would play it with you, but I cannot. We cannot.
Like, it's not even here.
Yeah. And he's like, what? And he's like, what about this game? And I'm just like, well, first off, you've never played that game before. Second, no. Switch is gone.
It's
nothing we can do.
It's all on the Switch. It's all just there. But the other thing that made me think about it, and I don't think there was anything you could do about it, but spoilers coming up for Zelda. I was like, oh, can I? And I don't know if I can do this, but this is the other reason why I was like, fuck, I wish Tim, like, I wish I had Tim on Switch online, because then, I think I could share the screenshot with him. I found one of those well, I think recipes would be cool, to go back to the food thing that you were talking about. I think that'd be cool. Yeah. You just screen cap this. Check it out, dude. But the other one, I found one of the big unopened flower fairies.
Yes.
Found one. It was unopened.
Ho.
And I talked to it. Yeah. and it said, I ain't coming out of this thing until I hear the big horn.
Yeah.
And I was like, what in the fuck are you talking about? This is like the first time I've heard the big horn. What the hell? I don't even have any good armor right now. Yeah. But I still wanted to upgrade some of my armor that I do have so that my armor doesn't suck so bad. What the fuck is the big horn?
Yeah. Oh.
Do you know? What is it?
Yeah. You have to go to the stable.
Go to the stable. Okay.
If you go to the stable that's near that thing, all of those things are by the stable. And there's like people playing instruments. And the people playing the instruments will be like, did you come here to see the Great Fairy? And then you say your thing, and then they go, oh, well, yeah, we actually wanted to play for her, but she sounds like she wants to, hear this horn, but our horn player's off over there. You got to go find the horn player. So you got to like bring back the horn player, get the band together, have them play. And they're all like that. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them.
Okay.
So I've opened up 2 of them and upgraded some of my stuff. And I've done a lot of things. I've been doing things. I've been doing stuff. I have full
Yeah.
sets of some pretty neat things that I've found. I've got a couple other things where I was excited.
Yeah, don't go too far
Some
into it, but like,
yeah.
yeah, some of this stuff, like, I don't know if we can exchange online and stuff like that, but like, you
Yeah.
know, when there's stuff you want to share and there's like,
Right.
yeah, you know,
I have pictures of where like, oh, I have this weapon and I have all of this armor, and I was able to, I don't know, do you care about
but
I don't want to ruin
I
it.
know this talking about this
It's not
game is
really
so
it's
hard.
not really. So you know how, like, have you heard anybody talking about like go to this town and they will give you like the fashion places, like, oh, here's your
Yes.
fabric. Like, have you gotten any fabrics and stuff?
Yes, I've been in that town.
Yeah. So that town, oh, so you've seen the weird, like the creepy clown guy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think about it. He's
Yeah.
in that
There's like a
town.
creep. Yeah, there's like a shirtless dude in the like dye shop.
Yeah.
But you can change the color of your clothes.
Yeah. At that dye
And
shop.
that, yeah, I didn't know about that, but I have like full sets that look completely different than what they're supposed to because it changed the color.
Oh,
And then
sick.
like the sets that I have are gnarly. Like one of the sets is so helpful. It's come in very helpful. It's I have a couple of things that really help because there's like different elemental advantages to some of your outfits. So it's not just
Yes.
armor, you know.
Yes. Which is
So
why I
I don't
want
have full
to.
sets of everything.
Yes. I'll just say that.
So yeah, I have some pictures where I'm holding um basically like all the treasures I've found, where I have my cool weapon that I found, and I
Uh huh.
have
Uh
my
huh.
full outfit that ended up being treasure, and I ended
Yeah.
just fun stuff where I'm trying to take pictures, or like I've been on two of the dragons now, and I made
Oh,
sure to
fuck
put
yeah.
my fancy outfit on and then take a picture of me
Right.
standing on its face and
Oh,
just being like, ha, 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 I am on its face with a fancy outfit and a nice, just all this other. So I've been taking all these captures. I'm like, I don't know what I do with them or where I can send them, but I've accidentally taken captures, and I go, oh, that's a thing. So I guess
yeah.
I'll just look back on my journey later.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I am.
I tried to. I tried to share, and you can't even share a photo directly online. So that idea's out, I guess.
Mm,
Son of a bitch.
yeah. Last time I checked, I am over 140 hours in.
Holy fuck, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, I play
Hold
a
on.
lot. Like when
Sorry.
we're up
I
at
got to
like,
time out quick. I got
oh,
to pause. Okay, there we go. Sorry for the interruption. We'll leave it in. It's probably not that big of an interruption anyway. Overall, paused it. So, anyways, Tim, let me get back into the. I want to get into the Nintendo Online thing because that's how you play with friends online now. Obviously, the share component isn't what we hoped it was because I just looked right now in real time and I can't share a
oh.
screenshot directly with you. So,
I wonder if you could, if we were friends though. Like if
no, I
that
tried to
option doesn't.
just share a screenshot with one of my other friends and it just didn't even give me an option.
Ah,
Yeah. So
yes,
Nintendo, step up. You need to add that to your online features.
yeah.
What are you afraid of people
Nintendo.
sending spoilers or something? Fucking A. No. We want to
It's
help each other out
probably.
here.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a screenshot from a game, why would you not be able to do that? I
Yeah.
could understand them being like, don't send pictures to each other because
Right.
like some creeper knows that they got a hold of like Sammy Boy number 42 or whatever. I don't
Right.
know. And then they're just like, oh, I bet he wants to see my dick. Because there's
Exactly.
weird creepers everywhere in the world. So I totally get why you're like, yeah, no pictures.
Right.
But if it's a screen capture from the game,
From a game. Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't fully understand it either.
Is
But
there a web browser on the Switch?
nope.
So then, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't fully.
That
I'm
one
not 100%
confuses
sure
me.
either. Yeah, because you can share it. You can share it to Facebook or Twitter if you have your accounts connected.
Yeah.
But you can't sell. You can't send directly to a friend. You can't like DM someone else a screenshot. Which maybe there is a way, and I don't know where it is. But anyways, work on it. The other thing
Yeah.
we talked about, I can't remember if we talked about it on the podcast or not, but you played the original Zelda now that you have it online.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
kind of really want to go and play more of it. That's dope. But my question is, do you have the Game Boy one yet? Because last time you said you hadn't gotten it.
I didn't play anything on the Game Boy yet. I downloaded the like, I don't know, for lack of a better term, like the emulator. You know, I downloaded the
Mm-hmm.
Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I didn't.
But you didn't play
I just
anything.
like looked at the titles. I didn't play anything.
Oh yeah, I
So I
gotcha.
wonder if it's good. I mean,
I played it. I played it when it came out.
given,
It's pretty.
did you?
It's pretty gnarly. Like it's. There's some
Well,
shit on there where you're like, whoa, what?
I was gonna say, given what they were able to do with the original Nintendo version, and the Game Boy is a superior machine to the original Nintendo, which is a
Well,
weird
not
thing to think of.
entirely
I mean,
because you have to remember that there were games that weren't in color.
right?
They were
Yes,
just
if the
duotone
black,
games.
right? Yes, which definitely doesn't, is a drawback. But like, it was, like what they could do with the picture was far better, and there was like menu selections and like it was just better. Besides color, it was better looking than the original Nintendo.
Yeah, there were some really unique art styles that came out of the Game Boy for sure. Did you have a Game
Yeah.
Boy? That's actually where, like, when
Hell
I
yeah,
thought about
dude.
this
I had
topic,
the
I was like,
original.
did Tim have a Game Boy?
I had the original Game Boy, and then I had a Game Boy Color that just showed up in my tree fort one day.
What?
Somebody left it in the tree fort, and I was never able to figure out who left it there. And I wasn't about to I was just waiting for somebody to be like, did I leave a Game Boy Color here? And I'd be like, yes, you did. But I wasn't going to go ask the neighborhood kids, is this your Game Boy Color? Because they're going to be like, yeah, that's mine,
Right.
So I just waited for somebody to come and be like, did I leave a Game Boy? And nobody ever came and asked.
So
I'm just like, well, I
yeah.
guess I have this Game Boy now. So yeah, I have a green Game Boy Color, and I don't know whatever happened to my original Game Boy, but I had one.
Nice.
And I had a Sega Game Gear.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, dude.
I see. I don't think they put Game Gear on there, but they have
they
have Sega Genesis 16-bit games if you have the online expansion pack. But I don't think Game Gear.
The Game Gear games sucked.
They weren't great. I remember them.
I remember I had a fighting game that was like Fatal Fury. That one was good.
Yep.
I had Shaq Fu.
Oh,
that was a fighting game with Shaq. And then it was like random ass other characters. It was like,
I did not know you had Shaq Fu.
Yeah, I had Shaq Fu. It wasn't good.
No,
but
they remade Shaq Fu, dude. They have a remake.
They did?
Yeah. Now that I know that you had it, I'm thinking of content.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'll play it again. It wasn't.
I will buy that game just to see what familiarities of somebody who actually played it, because I played only a little bit on Sega Channel, which is the precursor to this online thing where you get like 100 fucking Sega games at one time and you just go pick one.
Oh yeah,
it's the same thing, right? That's what Nintendo Online is. They give you 100 Nintendo games and spread it out through different emulators.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like the same thing, just different. But the fact that you have like history with it makes me go like, okay, how can we make fishing content and work in Shaq Fu?
And work in Shaq Fu. Yeah, I had Shaq Fu.
Because I'll buy that new Shaq Fu just to see. But okay, play both.
I had Lion King too
for the ultimate adventure.
Do I like those? I like those controllers.
Oh yeah, thank you. Check it out.
One Zelda, one green. I like it.
Yeah, that one's Zelda. But look, this is also, check it out. So I'm on the Game Boy emulator right now.
Yeah. Pokemon? Is that the trading card game?
Yeah.
I have that. That's in the Game Boy Color right now.
You see those two?
Which ones?
Those other two right here. Watch this.
I was reading. Oh, Zelda's.
2 Zelda
A-
games, dude, and they're pulling the old
and
Pokemon move. I
Seasons.
don't know anything about these. I just seen them. They popped up on the news feed, and it's
Yeah,
Zelda Oracle of Ages, Zelda Oracle
Pokemon.
of Seasons, and then on the front cover it says play both for the ultimate adventure. One's blue and one's red.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. I think the Pokemon trading card game on the Game Boy there is pretty much fucking pointless because you can that that game wasn't bad because you actually play the actual card game on the Game Boy.
Okay.
So it's like you have the cards, you deal the cards, all that other stuff. But you can play with brand new stuff with way better graphics, really cool shit against real people
Right.
online. The TCG trading card game, Pokemon trading card game, you can download that for free, play for free.
Oh,
Um,
no shit.
if you ever get a Pokemon card pack and it has the code in it,
Mhm.
that code is to get you a virtual pack. You scan every single one of those, go to the trading card game, and then you get to open a virtual pack, and then you have all those cards that it gives you to make
Sick.
a deck out of like what you get, or it has pre-made decks, and you can do tasks.
Oh,
Sometimes it'll give you like
yeah.
go beat these different people, or win so many games, and you get different coins. I haven't done it for a while, and you can go and buy like the actual decks that they've made, that they like, that you can go to, like, I don't know if you know this, but like if you go to like Walmart or Target or whatever, you
Mhm.
can go and buy the booster packs, or
I've
you
heard of
can
those.
buy already set like made decks
What?
where it'll
You
have
buy
like,
already made decks.
so it'll have
What the fuck?
like your energy cards, and then it'll have like so many, because I forget how many cards you have to have in your deck,
Mhm.
but it'll have like 3 of this card, 4 of that card. It'll have your trainer cards, stuff that kind of play off each other. So it's basically a deck that like works well together. Because there's the trainer cards
Okay.
where it's like you can play a
Okay.
trainer card and it'll be like draw 3 cards, or like shuffle your cards back into your deck and draw 6 new ones, if you don't like
Mhm.
what you have, like
Mhm.
stuff like that. So there's all these different things that can kind of help you out. And then each one of, there's special abilities with some of your Pokemon where if you like evolve that Pokemon, where basically if you get the first evolution card and then you get the second evolution card, you can play that second evolution card on top of the first one, evolve the Pokemon. That second evolution might have a hidden ability or whatever. And now you can use that ability, and that ability might be like draw more cards, or you can shuffle the deck to find an energy or whatever. And they've basically just made a deck where the cards in that deck make sense. So you can come fresh off of the street, buy that deck, and then you can go and play Pokemon
You can
with
beat any.
friends because you just have a deck. It's a legit deck that will get
Okay.
you where you need to go.
Okay.
And those pre-made decks that they sell in real life, you can buy in the game with fake money, but you
Oh,
have to earn it.
with the
So you can,
currency, yeah, the free to
yeah,
play currency, but it's not
yep,
actual. Okay.
yeah, but they're real decks. They're actual decks. It's the exact cards
It's
that
the
you could
exact
buy
same
at like
cards
Walmart.
because they're all
Yeah,
because they're actually predetermined.
yeah,
Okay. Well,
yeah,
that makes sense then. I get a pre-built one like that. I'm sure you can go on eBay and buy some crazy ridiculous shit, but like when you said pre-made decks and I was like, "Well, what the fuck would you do that for?" Now I get
right,
it. It's the starter
right,
deck sort of situation.
exactly. Yep, it's a starter deck, and each one has its own thing. Like this one
Right.
is, when you see those starter decks and you see them in the thing, there's like the one Pokemon that's like badass.
Yeah.
That's like the headliner of that deck.
Okay.
So you're getting that one. There's like
Right.
Dragonite or whatever it
Yep.
happens to be. That's your main guy in that deck, and people know like that one's a little, as the kids say, that one's OP,
Yep.
overpowered.
Yep.
I'm hip to the words, children.
Hip to the lingo.
Now become my friend so I can send you a screen grab. Just kidding. We learned we can't do that just now.
So this one, this Pokemon trading card, like the OG Game Boy Color Pokemon trading game, trading card game, you had that?
Yep,
and like what?
Literally have it in the Game Boy Color in my garage right now.
Right now, that's awesome. And so, are you telling me that there's no story to that game? Like it's just like versus AI the whole time?
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that one when I was younger. Didn't hold my attention very well. Maybe there is a storyline, but like in the new versions, it's like AI fake people where you have to go and beat them. It's kind of like the idea of the regular Pokemon game where you have to beat these trainers, and as the further you go up, the better deck they have and the better people. But it's not like a go adventure, catch your own Pokemon. It's kind of that, like, you're earning cards and stuff, but it's basically like, it's just battle after battle. It'd be like Pokemon if they were like, fight this guy, now fight this guy, now fight this guy. Do you need some new Pokemon? You can go to the store and buy a couple of new Pokemon if you have the coins that you saved up for beating these guys.
I'm trying to start. I was trying to see if this is a 2-player game at all, and the answer looks like no. It does not look like it's.
Which one? The Pokemon?
Yeah. The Pokemon card game, just out of curiosity. I was like, can you play this with...
See? Yeah, I don't know, because back then maybe they had that like link cable.
Right.
But I don't know for sure. But I do know that the new one that you don't have to pay anything for, is definitely 2-player. You can play online, real people. Cool.
Is it on phone or is it on, like, what is it on?
On phone. Yeah, just download it. Yeah, I have it. Because there's 2 different. It was the original. It was the original like trading card game, and then they changed the terminology.
What do you mean the terminology?
It was Pokemon Trading Card Game, and now it's Pokemon Trading Card Game Live is the newest version.
Okay, meaning that there's other people on there finally, I bet you.
Well, it's updated, and like it looks oh shit, just smacking the mic. It looks completely different. Like it's an updated, newer version, looks cooler, different animations. Okay. Because it has animations too.
Oh, that's fucking
where like
cool.
if you click that it's like it's an electric move or whatever,
right?
It'll like a lightning bolt will strike the card, and then the card will like turn 45 degrees if it's like knocked out, and then go back into the deck. So it's cool like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's actual animations for the moves and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. Yeah, it's fun, dude. I got pretty into it for a while.
Sure.
But then my shit didn't go over, and I couldn't like figure out how to log into this new one. It like wasn't working right.
Oh.
And I didn't care enough to spend time to try to recover anything.
Troubleshoot that shit.
Yeah. I'm just like, well, I guess I do something else. Go look up recipes for pickled beets. Call back.
That's a good note to end on, dude. We don't have to drag this one on too long, because we went places. I don't even know what I'm going to call it, but we did get to the bottom of why me and you aren't friends. Oh shit. Okay, do the do the like, subscribe thing. Come on. Thank you. It's awesome. If you can do it, leave a review. That'd be great. That shit all helps us out, helps us in the algorithm, trying to grow this thing into something bigger. We got some announcements coming up in September, and there are a few things that I've been thinking about with video, but that is going to be for later. Anyways.
Later.
Yeah. But I was just thinking that through in my head, and I'm trying to dance around it right now.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun with words.
Okay. So, anyways, that's it, dude. That's a podcast. What do you think? What am I missing? Anything?
No, I think you said it. Like, subscribe. Don't be afraid to reach out. I don't care if it's on the first half or the second half.
That's right.
You know, you want to be like,
I ain't gonna give you my friend code because I just don't like to do that shit. But
yeah.
But we'll meet up at an arcade and we can play Virtua Fighter or something.
Yeah. We can.
That'd be a fun meetup, wouldn't it?
I'll Virtua Fighter the shit out of you, bro. You better watch out, man. Old school Virtua Fighter.
I think that's actually on the Sega Genesis.